women protection and right. Our focus tonight is on the protection and prospect of every girl child in Nigeria to celebrate the International Day of the Girl Child, which was celebrated on Saturday, the 11th of October. It's an annual event, apparently. The story of the Nigerian girl is no longer one of silence. It is a story of capacity, inner strength, resilience, courage, and leadership. She is not the future. She is now leading change, driving innovation, and turning moments of crisis into opportunities for protection and growth. Across Nigeria, girls are proving that leadership has no age and resilience has no limit. From Amara Omanelli, winner of the 2025 Earth Prize for Environmental Innovation for transforming a landfill in Lagos into a safe playground using recycled tires, to Mary Victor Zira, who is building hope for displaced children through education in conflict-affected areas of Borno State, and Akachuku Blessed Owanchuku and Ifonaya Gabriela Okoye, who founded local tech hubs to teach girls coding and digital creativity. These young changemakers are redefining what it means to lead as a girl. This year's theme, The Girl I Am, The Change I Lead, captures their essence, bold, visionary, and relentless even in the face of challenges and hardship. They rise from the ashes of overcoming obstacles such as poverty, insecurity, and harmful traditions to champion causes that protect not just themselves, but their communities. Education remains their most powerful tool. It fuels innovation, breaks the chains of inequality, and gives girls a voice. Yet, millions of Nigerian girls still face barriers such as early marriage, gender-based violence, and insecurity that threaten their dreams. On the show tonight, I am being joined by Abiona Osinfowokan, our Deputy Director, Social Welfare in the Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. She is currently the head of Domestic Violence Unit. Her incredible depth in child advocacy, family care, and development has seen her serve as an assessor in one of the family courts in Lagos, Nigeria. Make welcome Abiona Osinfowokan. Good evening to you.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Very well, thank you. All right, Lagos, the program is Women on Wheels, and this program is brought to you courtesy Toyota Nigeria Limited, and it's airs every Tuesday night at 7:30, all through to 8 o'clock. So if you can keep us company in just less than half an hour, certainly, I'm sure we're going to have a good time on the show tonight. Let's get down to business. We recall the International Day of the Girl Child. It's a global event. What is the significance of the day to every nation, especially back home here in Lagos, Nigeria?
The International Day of the Girl Child is a global commemoration to celebrate children, especially the girl child, all over the world. It's a day to recognize their frame as the traditional role, placing challenges on them to be children who, in the traditional role, that the male child has superiority over the girl child. It's a day to recognize that challenges and at the same time celebrate the girl child as a person that has unique characteristics to become the best in our own environment.
The theme of this year's celebration is The Girl I Am, The Change I Lead. What are your thoughts about this theme?
So the theme recognizes that as a child or as a girl child, you do not have to pull yourself down or to believe that you cannot lead. You don't have to be like a man for you to achieve your dreams. You can be a girl child. You can remain as a girl child and still be the best. Is to change the environment so that you can lead in that same environment to achieve your dreams.
All right, let's talk about the girl child and the laws that protect them in this part of the world. Are there laws in Nigeria that protect the girl child, in the first place?
The federal law, that's it, Child Rights Act 2004, protects the girl child. It's a law protecting the child. And in Lagos State, we have the Child Rights Law 2007 and 2015 amended, protects the girl child from abuse, from all sorts, defines the rights of the child, defines the area of responsibility of the girl child too. So there are laws that protect the girl child.
If there are laws, why do we still have a predominant girl child abuse, harassment, uneducated girls, forceful marriage, and all sorts?
I know that all over the world before now, as society evolves, there are challenges for the girl child because the environment believes that the girl child is inferior. The traditional rules that places some rights on some roles on the male child as being superior over the girl child.
Okay,
that is basic. But as society evolves, the girl child has been empowered, so to say, by the immediate environment. There are laws. The laws are there. There are protective laws by the government. The families too are being educated. There are sensitization to let the girl child, thrive in that environment. So the fact that we have predominantly the girls being abused, I believe is a matter of maybe sometimes we have the penal code is there, but the judicial system and the punitive system to bring offenders to book, to law. Sometimes we have the slow pace of the process in the judiciary.
Absolutely.
That may be a reason, but the fact that that is being done, it's a matter of time. For me, I believe the girl child is fast, growing as a gender balanced child to become who or she dreams that she wants to be.
There has been so much impunity as to how the judicial system handles some of these issues. Can we then say that our tradition or even our belief actually, override justice system?
No, the traditions do not override the justice system. The justice system is sacrosanct, and the laws are there to punish offenders. Now, there are individuals in the society, because of their low education, when things happen to their children, I would call them there are middlemen in courts now that would want to advise the family, make this a case that you can handle within your family. And if, as much as government would want to act, there is that barrier being posed by the family member. Sometimes the mother, because of shame, sometimes the father say, I do want to report, but things are happening now, and there is so much education and sensitization around that's making people to report and to come out to say, I want to punish, I want to go as much length as I need to go to ensure that I get justice for my child in case of abuse or anything.
All right, Lagos, Nigeria, we are talking the International Day of the Girl Child on Women on Wheels tonight. You must be wondering who I have been talking to. I have Abiona Osinfowokan, a Deputy Director, Social Welfare in the Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. The program is Women on Wheels, and of course I will take a short break and return to continue with the conversation. Stick around, Lagos.
This our market don't turn wahala. Everywhere just scatter. Peace of mind don't call, kuku dey. Small rain like this, everywhere don't dirty. How person go take sell market for this kind place? You sef dey feel am, abi?
Mama T, better to read land. Platinum Shopping Complex for Joe. Now the new levels, the shop stand gidigba. Everywhere clean, lights day, security now 247, and correct customers go they come buy things. Just drop 7.5 million naira first. Make you use them secure your own shop and your own future.
Time they go. No let your mates buy all the shops finish. Go www.platinumlagos.com now or call 0916-997-2284 or 0916-997-2287 now.
Now, Mama T, you don't go rush pay.
Now who do they carry last, my sister?
My people follow others, then we choose Toyota. If not comfort and style, Toyota get Amboku. Step back from call the day, and the day easy to maintain. I drive go west, I journey go south, travel go east, my tour go north. My shows is many Toyota motto for road, motto is strong and it they reliable. Toyota, Toyota, just stand getting down for Nigeria.
Well, thank you for not touching the dial. You're still listening to Women on Wheels here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. And today, like I mentioned earlier, we're still talking the International Day of the Girl Child. My guest is Abiona Osinfowokan. Moving on now to other questions. What are the initiatives taken by the Lagos State government to ensure that our girls are safe? Lagos is a cosmopolitan city. You find different tribes, in Lagos.
So, like we identified earlier, there are the laws. Aside from the law, there is the protection and safeguarding policy for children in Lagos State, enshrined in schools and in all places where you have children, especially the girl child too, to ensure that those places are safe. Schools, there are sometimes in the hospitals where you find children, you ensure safety for the children. Aside from that, the policies of the government has ensured that we also hold programs, sensitization programs, sexual and health reproductive talks held in schools, in the hospitals where we find girls, so to teach them about their health and their reproductive cycles early enough so that they will be able to handle. Recently we had the menstrual hygiene day, so there were times to teach them about practices of safe hygiene and good hygiene when they are on their menstrual, and then pads. The Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation has been distributing pads since about 1.5 weeks back now to different areas where we have the girls in the spaces. So basically, the state is there to ensure that these girls are taught basic things that they need to know about their persons, about their body system, so that they'll be safe about their health issues too, and then give them things that would ensure that they are protected from harm and they are safe.
All right, then, let's delve into the prospect of an average Nigerian girl child. Can they achieve their full potential in the midst of all the challenges facing families in Nigeria, from economic hardship to insecurity, can they fully achieve their potential?
So if girls can achieve their potentials, how do I mean? We know that in the present economic challenges, there are a lot that the girl child is facing. Sometimes we find some of these, they are not even adults yet, and we find them in schools, in the universities, and then they are open to. We've heard about the issue of some girls selling their eggs and all of that because of money. But I believe that in the environment that we are in, every girl child can achieve her potential. We have in the state, the state has supported safe tech hubs for girls, where free laptops have been given, they've been trained, they've been empowered. Several girls, even in I call them institutions, formal institutions, not in their own homes, have been able to access good education up to university level with the support of government. Sometimes, we have well-meaning Nigerians that have supported to ensure that they become the best. So a girl child can achieve a full potential, barring the economic challenges. When the girl child speaks, voices out what those challenges are, and then we see how we can come in as government. And if she has parents, with the support of the parents and government together, we can help build a vibrant future for the child.
In a situation whereby some of the challenges we see in recent time are not are not visible, right? Are there other challenges girls are likely to face?
Girls are likely to face challenges of forced marriages. I have opportunity, like about over 10-15 years back, two sisters, the family had started with the older sister to put her in the first marriage. She ran, and then government intervened. While we were intervening, and she was in safe custody with government, going to school, other sister, we actually had to go to court, brought the parents before the law, and then they were rescued, and they continued their education in government space. So that is a challenge on one area. Rape, unwanted pregnancies, can be other areas where a girl can be limited, in pursuit of her dream.
All right then. So, how can parents and the society step in to curb these hindrances?
Okay. What I can say is to advise parents to treat every child as equal. Be available for the girl child, and educate the girl child. Do not underrate what the girl child can do. In times past, most parents are taught, when I bring up my child up to the level of primary education as a girl child, she can stop, so that the boys they are the ones that will lift up the name of the family. That should be stopped. The family, the girls, all children should be educated. It's the best legacy, should be given equal chances, and the government too would support, in areas where the parents are failing. Sometimes some parents may not be able to afford good meals for the children in the first place. And Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, there are empowerments for women to help the child. Sometimes these children are also female children too. So there are roles that everyone has to play, and each one has to come up to play that role. so that we can achieve the best.
The clamor for gender equality to some people is the bedrock of some of the challenges we face in our society today. Say, for instance, single parenting and all sorts. What are your thoughts?
I do not believe that the clamor for gender equality should turn out, to become a place or a forum where
given the fact that there has been a sharp rise in the number of divorce cases, single parenting, in recent time as compared to what used to happen in the past.
I understand where you are coming from. I want to educate the populace that the fact that women are coming up to say, oh, these roles, you are a carpenter, I'd like to be a carpenter also, does not necessarily have to be what the other gender would term as you want to unnecessarily, renege under my authority as a man in the house. It should be something that the other party should embrace and help, the spouse to achieve a dream. Now, but we have found that in our own environment, men have termed this to be like a situation where the wife, for example, is not submissive to the man. It should not be. But we found that has led so many people to say, oh, if you want to maintain that route, please go outside my roof. But then I want to celebrate as many that would, because if that would, result into mental health issues, into imbalance for the woman to just stay alone and take care of the children. And then I know that with time, the man will come to see reason that he is not doing right.
All right, then, what will be your parting shot on the program as we wrap it up tonight?
Okay, I would like to encourage everyone the issue of girl child, boy child being the best. Everyone has a role to play. The girl child is a sister to someone. The girl child is a daughter to someone, whether father or mother. The girl child is a student, in the school. So both teachers, both the school authority, the government, the parents, everyone has a role. The girl herself has a role to play, to be decisive, to be bold, to take her future in her hands. So everyone should just key into that, identify what that role is, and then play that part. Thank you.
You see, the part that struck me the most, the girl child is someone's sister. The girl child is someone's mother. The girl child is someone's student. That is, the girl child is still part of the society. They are a part of us. We actually need one another to grow. Tonight we have discussed girl child protection and prospect on today's edition of Women on Wheels. And you must have been wondering who has been taking us to the classroom tonight. I have been speaking with Abiona Osinfowokan, a Deputy Director, Social Welfare in the Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. I must say a very big thank you to you for gracing the program again tonight.
Thank you.
All right, this is where
the good work you're doing too.
Thank you. This is where we get to draw the curtains on today's edition of Women on Wheels. This program has been brought to you courtesy Toyota Nigeria Limited, and it has been produced by Ajose, Oluwale, Idowade and Funmilade, Akingbagbohun. Maximum thanks to Oluremi Aluko and the entire social media crew. Big ups to Victor Terry. Our executive producer is Taiwo. My name is Taiwo Baruwa. The program makes a return next week, Tuesday at 7:30. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening, Lagos, Nigeria.